Hello champions. So in the last video we created the route and this is the route for the API, but I just forgot to show you how it will be working. Okay, so is the server not working? Okay, just basically server is working, but server is complaining that my API.API is not created. So before that we have to create it. Okay, so let's create it first. So how we are going to create it? This said go to this route. So when this route will be called, it will go in the my API.API to find this view. But currently under the my API we are not having any such folder or file. So now I am going to create file api.py. Under api.py we are going to create data for API. We are already having the views.py, but normally views.py is used to create the data for your HTML pages that you are going to display to the user for the user interfaces. But right now we are going to work for the API, so it is better to keep everything inside your api.py. However, you can use the views, but better place is to use api.py. So from here now we are going to start working on the REST framework of the Django. So if you haven't installed it yet, I will put the address of the video of how to install the Django REST framework. Just go and check it if you haven't, and if you have already installed it, so keep on working with me. So we are going to say from the REST framework I want response to. Okay guys, what happened when I press the enter? It switched the capital R to the small r, right? So please be careful. We want R of the response capital when we are importing it, but in from part we want the R as a small, otherwise you will get the error. And then we are saying again the framework import status. Now we are going to say from serializers. Okay, now you are going to complain for this. Where is the serializer? We will create it. For right now, just do it. And from the models import. So how it is going to work in the set not setting, in the URL. Okay, when this route will be called, it will check for the view, and the view name is task list. It is under the my api.api. So when it will call when it will catch it, so it will look for the class inside. So we are saying okay, the class, and the name of class is the task list. So we are saying okay, the class is task list and it is API view. So it will create the view of the API. We are creating the function for the get. So it is basically a get function because it will get the entire data and it will display in the form of API JSON data. So when it will get the request for it, we are going to see, we are saying it create a model, the variable which has the name of the model, and model it will contain what? We just created a model and the name of model is my task list. So basically in the database the table name is my task list. So we want this my task list. So just copy it, and we were working in my API. So we want entire data that is currently stored or the saved inside my task list, and to move the entire data into model. Basically not move, we just want to copy it. So we have to say the table name object all. If you want any specific field, just mention the name of it. about the entire field, so I'm using the all. Then we are saying we are having the another variable with the name of serializer equal to now this we are going to create it inside serializer, so don't bother about it, we have to work on it. And I'm just going to more conscious about spelling. Okay, so here I am saying that we are having a class of the name task serializers. Inside the serializers, take it as many as rows it contains, just take it and store in the serializer. And then we are saying return the response serializer data, whatever data it is inside the serializer, just make it available for us. So when we say it, and if I still check it, it will make complaint if I go for it. And if I add, okay, let's complete it first and then we will check it. Okay, now we are creating another file. Serializers.py. Again we are saying REST framework import serializers. Don't change the name, don't change it. Okay, from models where the our table is, we are saying what is the name you mentioned in here, you make a copy of it. We are saying serializers model serializer. I hope spelling is correct. I am creating a variable with the name of the task list. I am not changing the names of the variable frequently. I am just trying to keep it as simple as it could be, because it is easy to memorize and then use it. So basically I am giving the same, I am trying to give the same field as we are already having in the models table, because if we don't do it, then it will not get the data accordingly. We don't want it because we are not creating the table, we are just taking the value and I am saying required false. So now it is not mandatory to take it. Okay, we want another class inside a class which is the name of meta, and okay, my task list and the fields and saying all. Okay, bingo. So now we have created everything and we are going to check it, but it is saying page is not available. And if you are going on the git bash, it is saying the name. See, oh, okay, so that's the mistake in the spelling. That's why I was so focusing on my spelling. So where the spelling mistake is. Okay, so this is now the great chance to read it. It is saying in the file server my API. Okay, so in the file it is saying the serializer.py at the line number 4. I have made the spelling mistake. Okay, so in the serializer I am going line number 4. Here the line number 4, and that's the spelling mistake. So I just fixed it. Okay, now what it is saying? Now it is saying the another mistake, the name error, and the name error is API view is not defined. API.py at the line number 6, it is saying that here the API view is not defined. How come? I have it. Okay, API, it is not defined. Why? Okay, see, I'm saying take the API view, but I am not importing it. That's a mistake from my side. So I'm saying take from the REST framework, and I want views, and the name of view is import api.py. Save it again. Now find watching for the file changes. Very good. So when I'm trying to access the website, it is saying you are not having any blank route. Basically, I'm not adding any route. So when you are not adding any route, that means you have the blank route, and it is saying there is no blank route. We have the two routes, one for the admin, and here is the admin, which is working perfectly fine, and the another one, it is saying my API route task list, which is where, which is here. That's the route. Okay, so I'm saying, okay, please take this route. I want it because our API is here. Okay, another error. It is saying the template does not exist. My API task list. Okay, REST framework API HTML. So basically it is complaining that API.html of the REST framework is not available, but we don't create any page, and everything is created by REST framework. I have already installed REST framework, and everything is in order, so it is not complaining for any of the piece of code that I made or I wrote. It is just saying the API.html is not available, and maybe I know what the mistake is in the set. Yeah, that's true. Okay, in the beginning of this project I said in the main API, the server API, that's the main API that is created by the Django itself, we have the settings.py, and in the settings.py we are having the section of installed apps. Under the installed apps we have to mention everything that we are installing, like any app we are having in here, we are having another app, and that app is REST framework app, and I know we just install it, we are not working on it, but indirectly REST framework, it is creating everything for you that you use. So you are just bothering about the data and just push your data inside the REST framework, and then just sit back and it will do everything for you. So it is saying the REST framework and add the comma, otherwise I will get another error. This time, okay, perfectly fine. When I go in here and see, bingo. So now this is the API created by us. That's the entire API. We are having the data of the 4 tasks. To get it, if you want in the API format, that's the API format. If you want in the JSON format, so that's the JSON format, and that's the link you will use it. But because currently it is on the local machine, so you can only make the access on the local machine for it, but definitely we are going to deploy it on the Heroku. In the next video we are going to learn how to push it on the Heroku, so then it will become live. So from anywhere, any place of the world, any computer, any mobile or any laptop, you can get your data in whatever form you want to. Just to see is it live or no, we are just going to add one more task. Okay, adding from here, push Heroku. I said save. Now we are having the 5. Okay, make refresh. See, the 5th one is here. If we say push Heroku creator go to school, I don't want to go to school. Okay, and I'm deleting it. Yes, sure. Now I can have 4, and here go to school. I just refresh my page. So this is live, and congratulations guys, now you have created your own API.